Signed on.
Oh, it's on the left. It's on the wrong thing.
We're getting set up. So okay, yeah.
It's falling over. How look at the laptop. Look at the laptop.
It's not good. It's the aiming at the TV.
Yep. It's not it need to just come down some.
Make it go sideways.
Well, no, it's what. But the problem is that it's on.
It won't go sideways. Okay. Look, we going through a thing. We're getting set up.
Sorry. So what business you gonna be on this one? It should be the stand right in the kitchen.
We're still posted. We're still here. Hello.
Yes.
What's up, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram? What's up, everybody?
Now, how about the main screen? That one right there.
That was fine, but that need to face me so I can see it. For everybody that's coming on right now, we're just trying to get set up. Once we get set up, we can begin, but we appreciate the patience, y'all, here with us. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like this one.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good.
All right, there we go. There we
There we
is.
go.
How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Thank
That
y'all for
phone
logging
needs to
in.
be plugged up.
Oh yeah, we plug it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Which one?
The actual camera, the actual that one.
My laptop? I mean, yep, this what we got going
So we
on.
got going, guys. Can you guys hear us? Is you good or is you not good? What's happening?
Hey Nicole, how you doing?
Nicole on there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
She said, "Hi, beautiful lady. You are in my prayers, and it's nice to see you smiling." Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I'm here. We gonna get through this. We definitely gonna get through this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, you did. You could bring it to me. I have to turn it back on. I think you should make it closer. Maybe that. We're just getting stuff set up. Just a moment, please. It went out. It's a live ended. So we don't gotta post that. Can I just go back to another one?
Make sure your volume's All right, guys, we're trying to do what we can here. It's a little bit of we have a little technical difficulty, but it's not. It's all easy. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
All right.
Let's get something else.
Yeah, you gotta be careful on that side. It's irritating. All right. Nicole says she can hear us. Thank you, Nicole. She says she can hear us very good, and it's nice to see us both. And
You gotta figure out why.
make sure you don't hit none of these buttons this time. So,
You know,
I don't know what this is.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it already is.
Take one over here. That's what I- Okay. Well, it's one more game, y'all.
Hit live. There we go.
Okay.
There we
There's
go.
an echo because of this sound here, but
You turned it down? It said the mic is muted on there.
Mhm.
Not on there. On tablet.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're gonna try this one more again.
One more again. One more again.
Okay. All right, here we go. Now, I guess we lost our. They're like, listen, we got time for y'all shenanigans.
No,
Time for
you
y'all
can't see
shenanigans.
it. It's still be there. You just can't see it.
Oh,
Yeah, you want to see Nicole's?
I see. Okay, guys, so we're back. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Hello. I hope you guys can see. I don't know how clear it is over there or what's going on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, listen, we're back.
Back.
And normally we don't have as many, I guess, technical difficulties. We've had a couple. I remember that time we were driving in and we had to do a live. We was on our way and
It's
Kimmi got on there. And
we
she
was in the car.
we were in the car. We was like, we had to get through. We got a few different things to stop and get. And
Yeah.
all mess. But listen,
That's right.
Nicole, what's up? I'm gonna speak to you on
Yeah.
here. Hey now.
Definitely appreciate the love. She said she's praying and she can see us. It's good to see you smile. It's nice.
All right, so just respond to that. So listen, today is a very important day to us, a very special day, a very important day. I would consider it a day of uh, I said a day of growth and a day of
Evolve.
evolvement or a
Mhm.
day of maturity. So there are certain points in our lives where we get to these points where we make decisions or there are things that happen, and depends on how we respond to the things that happen or how we react to the things that happen is going to dictate where we go. And today, this past week has been one of those weeks where we're learning and we're growing as people, as humans, as business, as partnership. We're learning and growing and evolving and learning more about each other and trying to figure out what we do and how we navigate these spaces. So and with that being said, it's a matter of how do we, I guess, how do we navigate situations when it comes and it hits us? What do you do? And that's a statement. I love the statement. I talk about it all the time. It's like, you never know how strong you really are until being strong is the only option you have. And these are the moments, trying moments, that we're trying to see, I guess, God, or the world, the universe is trying to test the temerity or the strength, the tensile strength that we have. But I would like to let my partner, Kim, talk a little bit. Well, before I do that, I'll give her flowers. She is one of the most strongest people I know. Resilient. I've given her a hard time all week. I've bullied you all week. And she'll explain why, but I've been a little tough on her. But she's tough. I think she can take it. I only talk to people that only take the mess I can. She's one. But she get it right back though, right? She gets it right back. And so, but yeah, so you get those moments of time. You have to figure out how strong you are. What do you do in those situations? What do you do when challenges come your way? You get kicked in the ass, or kicked while you're down, or you've been challenged or questioned, or anything like that. What do you do in those moments? And this week, today, or Yeah, so I show today is one of those days you realize we're made of when you try to figure out, how to navigate these waters. Sip and spill.
Sip&Spill. So, in case y'all didn't realize, he's the sip.
Right. Not a sip.
I'm the spill, but I'm literally spilling stuff now. Man, when you got to talk about yourself, you got to laugh at your own pain. So this is the first time I've been back on here since last Saturday. I went live. I was talking to y'all. This is my outlet. Everybody have their outlets, and I truly enjoy for everyone that reach out to me for advice and just the love. I appreciate the love and support I have received. And so I'm fresh out the hospital, um, figuring out what everything is, how I'm doing. When people call you up or they ask you, how you doing? How you feeling today? Ed just stated that it's a statement you said, when being strong is all you have to do.
Right. You never know how strong you are, so that's the only option you have.
But what about when there is no option? When vulnerability is your only option? I channel people that I'm sitting here without the ability to move parts of my body, which is hard to accept myself. So this is 100% raw. So you all about to go through the journey that I'm going through right now, and that is learning to get back up when God says I need to sit you down. That sometimes life happen like that. Stress is the number one killer. It really is. Um, I wish I can sit here and tell you I can give you this, I can give you that, I can give you all the tools that, wow, this and that, how it cannot happen again, how it could have happened. Truth of the matter is, y'all know what I say. I don't talk about none I heard. It's what I know. And what I know for sure, and two things for certain, is that this won't beat me. I will be it. But I do know that I don't know. We don't have those answers. Oh my God, I'm sorry. We got to pause. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
That's my son. That's my son. Can you answer,
Okay,
please?
okay. Okay, we're gonna
I'm
do
sorry.
a quick break,
Pause.
guys.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll do a quick break.
Just hit answer. Hit answer. It's going to go away. Yep.
totally not. Okay, we're back now. We is back. Had a little technical difficulties, but thank you guys for rocking. The guys that's rocking with us, we really thank you and appreciate you for rolling with
Yeah.
us. I'm just doing some sharing on the page. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. So we were talking before we got had to get off real quick. Can you do me a favor? Just can you rotate it just a little bit, just
So they can see him.
twist it? Yeah.
There we
That's
go. Perfect.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So we were talking, and we were talking about being strong and dealing with certain things and what we're going on right now. We want to get through this and talk about it, and that's what happens. I remember my dad used to always say, he was in church, he said, every time you attempt to do good, evil is always present in hand. And it's always like every time you're trying to make a stride to be better, or to do better, or to express certain things, even testimonies, there's things that try to hinder you and to discourage you from moving on and moving forward. And we're proponents of fighting through that, getting through it. So we're proponents of doing the whole lot. So we want to make sure that we are that we're doing the best we can to encourage. Thank you so much. Just our production team, y'all, we're growing and getting better. They helping us the best way they can. Thank you so much.
We got some help today. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Can you get there? Now I can do it.
You got it? Okay. Yep. You got it.
Okay, now I do.
Yeah.
Booyah. Say you let me know. I always do that. That's my All right. So so today we're gonna try to get through this. So like I was saying, a lot of times you try to go through or try to work through things, and things try to come against you, and it'd be random things, just random things. It's not like it's the devil, but certain things that kind of keep us out of the loop of certain things within certain aspects.
I was just looking at it.
Oh,
You could read it.
Yes,
Is that Wendy?
yes. Let's speak to her.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead and do this one. Sound of the peoples.
Hello, everyone. Again, thank you for the love and support. I appreciate it. Well, we back on here. We try to do it early, as Ed was saying, and then I don't really kind of shy away against I'll make sure you say I want to say hi, Wendy. I think she just posted. I think Ed put hello, gorgeous, but thank you. She said I look beautiful. You should have posted that.
Hey,
Hey.
Bridget. Let me see. Hey,
Hey, everyone.
So nice to see you too. I should have.
So we was trying to talk earlier. We was talking about it. I don't know. I was saying thank you to everyone that posted or everyone that reached out to me about what's going on with me. And I was just saying, in my most trying time in my life right now, sometimes, Ed was saying being strong when all you can do is be strong. And I'll say, what about when all you can do is be vulnerable? Even if you don't want to, you can try to fake it and be strong. You could try to say, well, it doesn't hurt. You could try to say all those things, but you can't, you can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to God. So it doesn't matter, And, I think a lot of things is mental too. I wish I can sit here and tell you for what is the exact thing of everything that happened. A lot of things you like, okay, this happened, that happened. I can't say that because I don't have a clue. I have symptoms. I have things that happen, but I don't have an exact name. And I'm big on, I don't really care for titles until it comes to medical conditions because you want to know, right? But I feel like that for myself and people that I know, one of my good friends, that this has happened to, and the way that happened, and just to see her is just encouraging. She's here with us tonight. I love you, Vanessa. God really brought her through and everything that she's been through. Sometimes you just got to lean within your circle instead of looking outside it when you need the help. And don't be afraid to say, that, hey, I'm hurting, or hey, I don't know what happened, or damn, what I do know, and I say this because I can say this now. Y'all know I say this all the time. It's not about, what I heard. It's about what I know. And what I know for sure, for absolute sure, is that whatever they want to title this, whatever it is. All I know is that it won't beat me. I will beat it. And the reason why I say, you can say, okay, that's right. Great Kimmy Kim, you're a fighter, Or they say, well, great Kimmy Kim, that's cool. You like own it, like you don't. Let me tell you why. Everybody should have a reason why they get up and, you get up, go to work because you want to pay your bills, right? You get up, you hustle because you want to pay your bills, right? You come home because you kind of want to keep the same person if you got somebody at home. You need to bring your ass home. But, for me, my go-to, or I say my jish, is I think about my shiro. So for those of you all don't know, and just coming on, just saying I'm fresh one day out the hospital with a condition that I can't even tell you exactly what it all is. But with that said, y'all gonna go through this journey with me, and I'm gonna, go through everything because, as I always say, I'm unapologetically, authentically me all the time in my most rawest form. And sitting here right now, you all might not see it, but I know. So the only part I can move right now is what you see on this show. And that's this part. So I don't have the ability of my left hand right now. It's something I can't move. But as you can see, my mind is fine. So with that said, I just wanted to say that I want you all to find strength within yourself. When you feel like you can't go on in any kind of way, you can. So my shiro is myself in 10 years. That's my goal. In order for me to get there, then I got to get through this, right? It's a better me than what I am today in any form or fashion in 5 to 10 years, because you want to always be growing and evolving. And I think a lot of times for a professional woman as myself, and done things and made things happen in my life on my own and all that, sometimes vulnerability comes hard. It comes hard. It's not always as easy. Ed is my guy, but sometimes he always be calling me that gangster. I tell y'all all the time. And where he channels that from is my go get it type attitude, But at the same time, I'm not afraid to sit here ever. I feel like when you at your most vulnerable is when you can be and when you can have the most growth in your life. Because it's nothing like having family. And family doesn't always mean blood. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. I'm sitting here telling you right now, my partner haven't left my side since my incident happened last Saturday, nor has his wife, Haji. I don't know what I would do without them or what I would have been right now. For even just saying, hey, I think you need to go in this, let's go get checked out. Because, we be like, we can fix it. We gonna be all right, or I'm gonna sleep it off. I'm here to tell you that shit don't work. And even when you go to the hospital, they be like, they don't know what's on, that shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? You got to find it within yourself every day. For 5 days, guys, I had to figure out who I was every day. So as I sit here to y'all right now, I'm trying to figure out, okay, who the fuck am I? So when I'm here, this is who the fuck I am. Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100 all the time. This is what I do. This is who I am. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how, but like I said, more than anything, I find strength in becoming and evolving to be a better me. And if I can help, listen, I don't got to help nobody. This is strictly my journey, my issue. But God don't give them to you unless he wants you to share them with somebody else. That's where the blessing is at. Just as I was saying earlier for my friend to be here, and she has went through a stroke. She's done went through everything. She went through all kind of shit. And to be standing and walking around and being able to move and accept her condition for what it is. And for everybody else out here in the world that has been through that, I commend you. I commend you. Moving and shaking and trying to figure things out every day is not easy. And then solely being dependent on someone else to do something as simple as help you to the bathroom, that shit's hard. I think I've been mad, angry, sad, cry. I don't know what fucking emotion I'm going to be. I look at Ed and I want to slap the shit, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to do it to me. He has been beating me, y'all. But anyway, so another segment, I'm going to tell y'all about the abuse.
So listen.
He been abusing me. He know I only got one use of one arm. And he holds it down and uses it against me. But that's okay. I'm still going to fight through this. At the end of the day, it's his laughter And it's this consistency that him and the whole family, has shown me. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. When someone else got to do something for you, so I'm going to definitely get my props out. I love my boy. Everybody know that. But through him, I developed and learned to love someone else, which is his wife, Audrey, who's been a blessing to me. It's hard to be a woman and let another woman do anything for you, not because you're prideful, not because it's because women, we don't realize, I say this all the time, we are so much stronger together than apart. And we tear each other down, man. Like, look at each other and say this and that. Listen, when another person can just come and show you any kind of love, you need to take that. You need to take that. Genuinely, nothing is asked, nothing in return. That's where your healing starts. Wisdom is nothing but healed pain. That's all it is. So the pain I'm going through, damn, I'm finna get some major wisdom because that's what it is. But you got to go through things right. It's no one way to show up and how to go through anything. It's not. It's no one way how to do stuff. I could say, well, I could do this and I'm going to be this and that. I could tell you I'm going to be running around, jumping and all that 3, 4, 5 days. But let me tell you, I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm never going to give up. And I don't even, I was just telling Ed this morning, I don't even want to be what I was from last Saturday because I'm meant to be something bigger. And if I don't mentally put that in my head and believe that shit, then I'm going to stay right where I'm at. Because no matter what kind of pain, y'all get tattoos, you get IVs, you get things that you have to, take nasty medicine, putting anything in your body, you got to wrap your head around what you're doing to be able to receive it, right? Well, that's how things happen in our lives. Shit tastes nasty. Things don't feel good. You get sucker punched. You feel like you love somebody and they don't love you back. You go through all that. Your kids, you can do all things for them, but you got to take care of you. So this is strictly for my ladies. You got to take care of yourself. I ain't talking about like that self-love proclaim shit about being over a nigga. No, not that shit. I'm talking about taking care of yourself where where you laugh from your stomach, where your stomach hurt. When the last time you laughed like that? You know what I'm saying? When the last time you did something, you saw something so beautiful that just put a smile on your face. And that smile came from seeing your damn self in the mirror. Listen, if you don't fuck with nobody, fuck with yourself. Have you ever thought of if yourself could talk to you and look back in the mirror and be like, you on that bullshit, Kim? You just been around here just bullshitting with everybody. Everybody think you this and think you that. But you cannot lie to yourself. For real, you can't.
Can I ask you a question? Do you mind? I want to ask you a question. Because, we talk about self-love, right? And all these things. What does that, and I heard you say something about it. I want to know if we could dive deeper into that for a minute. Like self-love, what does it actually mean? Because I think it's more than just like going to take yourself to a spa day.
Right, it is. It is.
Going to get your, going to some sort of vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that's self-love. But self-love is saying no. Self-love is putting yourself first. And I saw somewhere, I used to make a statement years ago, and I said you have to be, especially when it comes to being parents, you have to be selfless long enough to deserve the right to be selfish. But I think it's in reverse. Because, when you go on the airplane goes down, they say you got to give your oxygen mask to yourself first and give it to your baby. Because if the plane goes down, you're in the water.
Right.
The baby got the oxygen, you don't. The baby can't survive and need.
Right.
So it's one of those things that I think I'm gonna speak. I can't speak for Black women, but I'm gonna advocate for it. I think a lot of times that as Black women or people, but I'm gonna say about Black women, I think you guys are so selfless that it's probably detrimental. And sometimes I think people have to be deserving of that selfless act. And I don't know. I don't even know how you start. Like as a Black woman, I don't know where you guys even began to say no to people that care about it, that you care about. You just said something earlier, like you love somebody so much, and it's like they don't love you back. And it's like, and when we talk about Black on Black crime and all this old silly stuff like that, we talk about crimes that happen within the community in which you live. And the people that hurt you the most are the people that are the closest to you. And sometimes it's not necessarily a fuck you, I'm gonna hurt you. It's one of those that disregard, like you'll get over it. You'll get over it. You'll be okay. Mm-hmm. And I think as a Black woman, I'm, and this is me as a friend, I'm outside looking into a lot of degrees when it comes to Kimmi. Me and Kim talk about a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that we don't talk about. It's really none of my business, your business, whatever, that we keep to ourselves. But I'm looking at it, and I think as a Black woman, a mother, all these type of things, a partner, you or women put themselves so last on the list. Women in general put themselves so, or mothers put them so far down on the list where that's not really self-love.
Well, it's just like your DNA, though. It's not something that we like set out and say we're just gonna let everybody just shit all over us. It don't happen like that. It's just, being a mother, you automatically want to protect. Like you said, man should protect, profess, and provide for his woman. Okay. Well, we have that over our children, and we have that, basically with the men we love. And it's damn near in our DNA as a woman that we put everybody in front of us. It's like we serve everybody at the table, and then the queen finally eats. However, the queen is the reason why everything happens in the first place. So when you ask what is self-love, no, it's not a trip. It's not a spa day, although those things are very nice. Sisterhood and doing that with your friends and stuff like that. That's nice. Or even with your guy, I think that's great. Great. But I think the real self-loves come in. And I'm on the fence, I'm not a big no, like no, even though Ed would say that because I say that shit a lot to him. But, that's because that's just, it's going to be sad. But I think that for me, when I'm saying no, or it's what I mean for me to say no and putting yourself first, is that when you start your day, I think you should think about you first. Just like you get paid, right? Everybody be like, okay, when I get this check, especially if you live in paycheck. You're like, oh, I'm going to use this money and I'm going to pay this and pay them with a seven left over. I'm going to get my hair done, my nails done. If you ain't got nobody paying for that, right? You find that way. If you smoke weed, you find a way to buy weed. If you smoke cigarettes, you find a way to get you some cigarettes. If you drink alcohol, you find a way to get alcohol. If you want some ass, you find your way to get that ass. All I'm saying is that it's the same way you need to put self in there. Somewhere self need to be in there with bills and all that other bullshit I just said. It needs to be in there. And that is that, you know what? I bet you nobody really, not everybody, wake up and say, today, goddammit, I'm finna smile. I'm going to laugh my ass off and it's going to be all about me. I don't know how many times that I have told you, Ed, that I was like, today when we go live, I'm like, this is what I need to happen today. He talks about me, called me diva, say I got to have this, I got to have that. But it's a reason for that madness. Because when you have worked your ass off all week from mama to being somebody else's mama, to going to work and being somebody else's boss, then leaving that and then worried about your own mama. Then you got to deal with your sisters. Then you got to deal with the sisters and their friends and the reason why you the sister, why you are. Then you got to deal with that man, if he is or if he ain't, with all the game plan and all this and that. Believe me, you want to do you. But we don't have to get to that. What I'm saying is that's that stress shit. That's what I want to say. Don't do that for self-love. You're not self-loving if you handle all that. You did all that. You made everybody else's life great, but you didn't do a damn thing for you. So when you wake up, you should think about you. You really should think about you first. That means you should pay yourself first. Oh yeah, make sure you put you some. You put some in the savings, you do what you do, but make sure you pay you first. That's self-love. Make sure you do something every damn day. You know what I say? Just be kind. It doesn't cost anything. Well, be kind to your damn self.
So how do we do that? How do you do that? What are the tips that we could do as people? What can we do to be kind to ourselves?
See, a lot of people don't know what it is to be kind to themselves because they're so busy making every damn body else happy. And I'm going to talk about that on another show, self-sacrifice. And it's the worst thing you can do. Is sacrificing yourself, and you think you sacrificing yourself from ass to gifts to money to living in your house, playing a video game to inviting them over and cooking something, eating his ass, never leave. That type of shit. You self-sacrificing thinking that you finna get something in return that ain't never even been discussed. Ain't nothing gonna be in return. You just sacrifice your damn self for nothing. So you want to start thinking just like that. What can I do today that's something that I'm gonna gain? Let me tell you, I can start with myself. So my friend, she said to me, Ed and I, we're in a spot where we do our show. So I can't move, the way I used to move. So my friend, she was like, they going back and forth. I don't think it's a good idea. Kim want to do this, she want to do that. But my friend challenged me. She said, I want you to move from here to here. Okay. Now I could have just, I could have chickened out because the shit was going to hurt. And it did. tired as hell, still right now as I'm talking to you right now. And she in my reach, but I can't do nothing to her. But I want to hurt her so bad. But anyway, what I'm saying, I did it. Why? Because she didn't challenge me to just for me to do a thing. She did to do something that I wanted to do, which is do stairs like I'm Superwoman. But I couldn't, right? But the whole point of it, I flipped it in my head so it can make sense and said, I need the strength. So however way I'm supposed to get it, I appreciate the challenge. I stepped up to it. That wasn't for nobody but me. So in everything that you do, you need to think about how it's going to benefit you. I promise to God it will change your life, and just thinking about how things are going to benefit you more. Do this even fit in my life? Y'all know y'all hear me say all the time about inventory checks. Check this, check that. Have them uncomfortable, awkward, radical conversations with people that you mess with and be in your life. I think, we go back and forth, Ed to say, you lie to the person that you love the most. That's, I really never commented because I'm on the fence about that. Because I feel like people just lie any damn way. If whether they love or like your ass, they just lie.
I don't subscribe to that. I just think that's what people lie to kids.
Right. So his comment he's saying is that he's saying that that's what people do. He don't support it. Men do that. Well, women do it too. I'm not biased. Women will lie to the men, and knowing that's just. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. We do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We lie our ass off. So we better liars than y'all ass is. We better at everything. I mean, I don't understand why y'all are here sometimes. But anyway, it's just one of those things. It's. I guess y'all are here. We have to help y'all procreate because, a lot of times I just feel like that you need to make sure you need to just think about you first. And a lot of times we don't do that. We actually think we're helping it. We actually think we're doing such a great service by putting everybody in front. Even all the way down to that baby that's breastfeeding. I was going through college and I was breastfeeding my son. And I remember standing up, falling asleep. You understand me? Falling asleep, breastfeeding him and trying to study at the same time. And every time I thought his little ass was full, he wasn't full, y'all. Breast milk is thin as hell. So I'm like, damn. So I had to move him to the other side. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna never get through. But it was about, okay, let me figure out how this can work. Where I can take care of him and he can be fed. And then I can do what I need to do. But that's what it is in life. We need to feed ourselves first, right? The fuel, the energy, all that. So we can make it to see another day, because we are no good if we don't take care of ourselves.
So is it safe to say that there are limit switches or limits where you give like self-sacrificing, like once that kid?
Yeah, just stop doing that shit. That's the answer to that. See, I'm not gonna go around the bush. Just stop the shit, because most of the time, self-sacrificing it's always a ninja. That's the number one. It's the number one. You be self-sacrificing for. He talked that swag. I'm gonna tell you something. I gotta say this too. I just gotta say it because I was watching a show the other day. And it's okay. You can just hit decline. 1 second. We got some interrupt. Just hit decline. There we go. So I was watching a show the other day, and we was just talking about and I know y'all probably watched this show. I'm gonna go and give it its props because my ass been sitting on my ass since all I've been watching this. The only thing the air will put on the TV. But anyway, it's called Bel Air. So I watched the show, and at first I was like, Fresh Prince, everybody know this, but the show was different. If anybody haven't watched all season, I've watched everything, so I'm not gonna give anything away. But I would say, I love parts in here that it shows the love of Black men, and y'all know I'm a mother of 4 sons, so I channel everything when it comes to, my Black men. Y'all walking while Black, y'all got all kind of shit on y'all back being a man. I completely understand that. But it's something about a Black man swag. I don't give a damn who you're married to. I'm sorry, it's nothing like it. It's just from the way they step off to the way they stand up to the way they talk. If they got it, they got it. I mean, they just bad. That's why I know every race want them. And I don't blame y'all because they bad. And I gave you 4. So you're welcome. You're welcome, women. You're welcome. Okay, and they ain't short either, you know what I'm saying? But the things that they can deliver, being their mama, being Kimmi. Anyway, with that said, I had to toot my own horn on that one. But I want to say it's nothing like the Black men, what they deliver. I just wish that they can help the Black women more by putting more love into them. It's nothing like, listen, when you a mother and you got sons, when we say something to our sons, it just resonates totally different than what the way their dad said, because we're the opposite. But when you got that boy, oh my God, when you got that girl, it comes from the guy. It's the same way with the relationships. The brothers speaking and saying stuff to one another and putting it into their females and telling them, your wives, your girlfriend, your significant others. We gotta, they exist, guys, your side chicks, whatever you want to call them. When you say something to your woman from a brother, it's something about he said. But when you challenge what you're gonna do for yourself, I just want to give them props, because there are men out there that actually does this, that actually help women, and they don't have to say, you don't got to do all that, baby. You ain't got to listen. You ain't got to do all that. I got you. And it don't always got to be romantic. I know my boy got my left, my back, and the side that don't work and all that. And I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, that's power in that. So it needs to be power in what we give back to them and power in what we give to ourselves. So we got a comment. You want to read it from Nicole about self-love?
Self-love to me is when I began to love myself, when I freed myself from anything that wasn't good for me. My health, food, people, things, situation, everything that drew me down and away from myself.
Okay, so I agree, Nicole. Like, you conquer that. If you've been dealing with, weight issues, you've been dealing with, you feel like you're freeing yourself. You saying when you was doing things that wasn't good for you, eating bad food. I get that. And then, or people, certain relationships you just can't have. You can't, I can tell you, as I've gotten older, Ed, I can say that, damn, my circle have gotten small. In school, it was like a thing. You big time popular, you friends with everybody, you kicking in, you the girl. I was always a dancer, so I was surrounded by people all the time. It's why if I wasn't dancing, I was singing. It was just that, but that, as you got older, you start looking, you're like, you know what? When I look at you, for some reason, it just hit me. You don't really give a fuck about me, do you?
Damn.
Wow. You really don't. So listen, I'm gonna save you some time and mine, because that's some shit we can't get back. You keep it moving, and I'll see you later, okay? I'm not even finna say in a better lifetime, none of that shit. Get the hell out of my life. See, that's freeing yourself. I get that. You have to let certain people go, certain men go, certain foods go, all that. And that's evolving. That's helping yourself change. That's making you better. But you can fall back into all those traps. So what I'm saying is, you got to love yourself when you bad, when you down, when you good, when you fucked up yourself. You got to still love yourself. So self-love is an ongoing, continual thing. Because there's sometimes we don't like ourselves. We know we don't. We have to say, I look like shit. I do now. I don't give a damn. This ain't even about me right now. You know what I'm saying? About that part of me. This is about me saying to you and everybody else, and to myself, that you still need to love yourself, bad, good, and the ugly. And most of all, with all the mistakes that you have made and the ones that you're gonna make. And when you find somebody even remotely that got a little bit of that shit that fucks with you, you want to keep them in your life. Because that's that shit that's rare. For real. It's like finding a Tic Tac in a goddamn elephant mouth.
Okay. There you go. All right. Okay, so
That's what Ed go. He go, oh, what? Yeah, see, I know. You can't chop.
I'll always be willing and befuddled to say the most. Okay, I can say less, but I won't.
Okay, but that's what it is. It's very rare, very, very, very rare. Ain't nobody gonna be in no damn elephant mouth. But you do got to continue to love yourself every day. So how do you show self-love to yourself?
That's something new. That's something new.
Yes.
Honestly, that's something new for me. But honestly, I've been a selfish ass nigga for the longest. So self-love has been something that I don't think a lot of us men have that much of an issue with self-love in certain ways. But for me, for example, I'm not going to be where I'm, I'm exhausting myself that much. I'm not. That's like mothers and women do. I'm just sorry for, but what I may not do is take care of my health, or I may not consider what I can do for the future, things of that nature. Like a lot of guys, we kind of live in the moment, and self love could be self preservation, like not doing things that were unhealthy. But a lot of guys think that we can live through everything, jump off of bikes and shit, and we can fly inside into the sun, and some shit like that. We're younger, we believe in those things, and those things, those attempts can take straight time off our lives, not getting prostate checks and shit like that. I'm at the point we got to do prostate exams, all that, and colon exams, stuff like that. So those are the type of self-love that I don't do. But as far as I look at one moment, I think somebody trying to use me or play me or whatever, grandma, auntie, son, all of them. So as far as I'm concerned, as a man, I've been, what I'm learning to do is actually be more. And I think, in my opinion, I'm gonna say this. I think that as men and women, the reason why I think it's imperative to have these type of conversations is so we can kind of meet in the middle. There are things that you do that are great. There are things that I do that are great.
Right.
And we also do things that might be excessive. So as like, just say like my wife, me and Andre, right? So what I would do is if I see she's like there, she'll think I'm being too shitty if I'm saying you're doing too much with kids. And she's gonna fight like, well, I'm doing this, and I'm like, well, if I wasn't here, you would do all this stuff, and then you'd be nothing left, right? If I wasn't here. And if she wasn't here, I probably be doing too much of anything. You know what I'm saying? And so she's like, okay, be a little bit more nicer, be a little bit more considerate, right? And that helps me to be like, okay, let me be more open and not be so rigid. And they can't do this. You got to sit up and shut up and do stop all that. And at the same time, telling her, hey, lady, listen, your back is hurt. You don't need to pick up that 35-pound baby right now because your back is hurting. He don't need to be picked up. He's 14. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And they'll do, baby, he hurt his leg and stuff like that. I'm just saying, you'll do things.
Yeah. See, that was a moment I didn't get, like he didn't get the elephant with the. Okay, he said that didn't make sense. That made all the damn sense.
Yeah, elephant and the tic tac. I don't know why.
It's rare. And who's gonna be in the elephant mouth?
Why is it tic tac? So that's not the point. The point is that I think that we kind of bring each other. It's important to have those relationships, whether it's marriage, relationship, platonic or romantic, whatever those relationships are. I think we just help to bring that self-care to one another. Like you would tell me, yo, you ain't gonna get your prostate checked, bro. Like you need to. That's crazy. Like you're in the medical field. There are certain things you would tell me to go ahead and check on or whatever. What do you see? Oh, here we go. What's that?
Go ahead.
Read it.
You can read it. I can't see it. Says who it's from.
This is from Missy Estrella Luna.
What'd she say?
Love tonight. I'm here in tears to witness a magnificent way you're going to come out of this one, Chica. Once you got all the toxic people in the situation out of your life, you allow the universe.
Thank you, Estrella. Yeah, I do. I believe that we do got to get things out. Like I said again, I'm just gonna. What I know for sure is that I'm gonna show up by any means necessary. Whatever God said that He wouldn't give us nothing that we couldn't handle. So apparently He felt that this is what I needed to handle. This is what I needed to channel. This is what I needed to get through. So yes, I cannot wait to share with you guys the storm when it gets to going through me. That I will be going through it. Right. That I'll be able to share my outcome.
She said, universe will bring you, this is from Mystic Estrella, universe will bring you all the blessings that I promised you by birthright. I see your self-love and your growth. You absolutely love you for real.
I love you too. Thank you.
That's sweet. I think that I think that this time the Sip&Spill is a moment that we're going to remember, and we're gonna look back like, man, remember that time you was a weak ass, punk ass woman, and you couldn't do shit. Listen, just because she's.
I'm so glad y'all get to witness the abuse of love. He calls it. He loves me passionately with. He passionately hate me with love. That's it.
That's what happened. So
this is one of my segments. Y'all seeing it at its finest.
Right. So she was in the hospital bed. She can only move one arm. So I held the arm down, and she can only move. The other one just sit
This
there.
is pure abuse.
And I started to act like I was smacking her in the face like this. And she's like, no, please, I'm helpless.
This is
I'm
not
like,
funny.
You weak-ass lady, aren't you?
See, this is not funny. I can't believe he's sharing, this type of stuff with
She
y'all
laughed
right now.
so hard. We both were dying laughing. She was like, I can't do anything.
I just can't believe that he's actually
But
doing
listen,
this.
I had to say that because I didn't want to keep it to myself because that shit was hilarious. Because she talks so much shit like she's a gangbanger or something
See,
like that, like she's a Crip of Blood or something.
Wow.
And she always threatened me with some she got nigga and murder or something like some stuff she got whatever.
I can't even believe he's saying this. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't even know who my partner is right now. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yes, she does. So
I don't know
anyway,
what he's saying at this
We're
moment.
going to look back at this moment and laugh at the time when he was a weak ass person.
Wow.
And that's what we're going to do.
This is the love I'm receiving.
Yeah. This is how we get down. I expect her to do nothing less to me.
I wouldn't do this.
She'll slap me in the face.
But
she would do it.
I wouldn't do it. But just, I'm just gonna go on record to say, if you don't see him, there's a reason.
Do you know why?
Right. Kim will always be here for you guys. Yes, I will.
So that's funny.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good. A good
Yeah.
segue. That's a good segue
Yeah.
for future shows.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So Kim
I'm always gonna show up.
Yes.
No matter what.
So, but we're gonna look back at this time and be like, remember the time we fought through it again and stuff like that. This too shall pass. And I'm gonna say this. I know sometimes we say things as like cliche, but I'm really thinking it's gonna be okay. I'm not just saying it's a cliche. Sometimes we say stuff like just to kind of like, no, because it's like it's a fight. It's a fight. We got stuff to do.
Yeah. Well, we came on live earlier and you all didn't hear it. When you make that statement, I think it'll be good to channel it again. It never got posted because I had to hang up what we had said first when you were saying about being strong.
This is a moment, and there's a post that's been on. I've seen it for years, and it said you never know how strong you really are until being strong is the only option you have. And when you have no choice, it's like some people call it adrenaline, some people call it something else. But sometimes when you are in the fight, and you really, this is what you got. Your back is against the wall. You have to. You ain't got no fucking choices right now.
Right.
You got to.
Right.
And then when people show you who they are, that's a stand that you cannot act like.
Boom. That's where I'm going at.
When people show you who they are, it is imperative to believe them. Now, people do have the opportunity to reframe or restructure that visual you have there in your mind of them. It's up to them to do that. Once they show you, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel for you. I'm not going to say, okay, maybe this person really didn't shoot me with the gun 3 times consciously, as they told me they were going to shoot me, and they planned it, and I saw the plan to let them shoot me. It might just be them. Like right. I saw the trajectory of them prepping to shoot me. Look at me, tell me they're going to shoot me, actually shoot me, consciously shoot me. As I said, no, please don't shoot me. Just believe that. That's just how to get down. So I look at it in those stages. But we're gonna look back at this time. We're gonna realize what's really good, and you're gonna realize how strong you are. You're gonna look back and say, and this is one thing I love. I talk Bible stuff all the time. We talk with David, and David was when he had to go against the giant Goliath, and he saw him. He's like, damn, who is this big ass uncircumcised thing? And everybody was afraid to deal with it. And they said, you know what, damn, I had a fight with the lion, and I beat his ass. I had a fight with the bear, and I beat his ass. Surely I could beat his ass. And he had these moments of victory that he could kind of go back and pull from. You know what? And that's the thing. This would be one of those moments when something will come to you like, what, remember that time, Ed? Because you got other testimonies prior to the day.
Yes.
Remember that time that I had this happen, and I beat his ass. And I remember the time this happened, and I beat that. I remember that time when I did this, that, and the other, and I got over and I fought through it. This is just one of those moments. And then here's the thing that's so dope about that. We always talk about what we know, and necessarily what we heard. It's going to be one of those moments. You're going to talk about what you know. You okay?
Yeah, I need to. I'm sliding.
Sliding?
Sliding which way?
I'm sliding down the chair. I need to get back in the chair.
Right here?
Yeah, I need to get.
You way up. I'll get you up.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I'm good.
You sure? You don't want to move the slide up?
No.
Okay. So, one moments we got to record it when you you're gonna find out that you doper than you thought.
So, yep, I have no idea. I don't know. It happens, but when you don't have full access of your body, I guess things happen. But I want to read what Nicole just wrote.
Nicole said, I agree with you 100%. You have to love yourself without conditions. Love who you are in all seasons of your life.
Absolutely. And you need to love yourself unconditional, because you're not, I don't like when people make mistakes and people pull out all these judgments, or people mess up. And I mean, in the Bible, we hear about, and I'm not speaking spiritual or religion to anybody or God, but I'm just speaking my truth. And I've heard so many times that when he forgave 100 times over. And I was like, Lord, one of my sayings I say to people, especially if I'm pissed, I advise you, you know what I'm saying, to try God. Don't try me. Try Jesus, but don't try me. I'm not made like that. I'm not built like him. They said to be in his image. However, I'm a work in progress in that area. Some things are temperamental, but you definitely need to be loving you unconditional in order for you to be your very best self. See, if you still, when you woke up this morning, you still breathing, that means you still got something to do. You know what I'm saying? And every day you can renew, you can re-energize yourself, you can refresh, you can regain. You know what I'm saying? You can put re in front of damn near anything and you can do it. But you got to believe in yourself first. I think a lot of times we stop doing that after so many mistakes, and we forget the most important thing we are, and that is human. Your mistake doesn't have to define you. I don't care if you made it 50 million times. Okay, well, damn, I'm 80 and I finally got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but you might have lost a lot of things along the way, but that don't mean, thank God to the gates of heaven. You definitely know that don't mean that if I messed up and asked him to forgive me a million times that he don't. So it's somewhere along your life, you need to start forgiving yourself. Because I think mostly everything is in our heads, and we control. That's why I always say, you change your mindset, you'll change your life.
Right.
So it's a lot of things is mental, and you could see something in your reach. You want to reach it. You know what I'm saying? You want to get it, but you can't. But you can will the fuck out of yourself to get it. I promise to God. That's how I was able to just scoot from one end of the couch to the next. Something as simple as that. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of shit, it really is simple. We make it hard with all these overthinking and analyzing and just stand in your moment. Thank God that you can stand up. Thank God that you can carry your own ass to the bathroom and wipe it. Because it's a lot of people that can't. It's a lot of people can't. Thank God that you can just open your eyes and see. It's a lot of people that can't. We be so worried about what that ninja doing and what he ain't doing. And is he gonna call? And I been playing me and I've been putting all this. Listen, only person you get to really be mad at is you, sis. Only person you get to be mad at is you, bro. At the end of the day, all this shit begins and ends with you. It really, really do. But we don't want to face that. It's quick to blame somebody else. It's quick to pull the trigger, and it's quick to raise your hand up. And you don't got to do none of that. Violence is never the answer to anything. The most calm thing you could do is just straight walk away and leave a person where they at. Violence is never the key.
I thought that was the key to abuse.
Violence is never the key. We are, Ed and I say this thing about family, and we say if you're doing any type of, the most worst thing we could think of is molesting somebody and everything, then your ass deserve everything you got coming to you. Raping somebody and doing that type of shit. But let me tell you, I'm as I'm sitting here being authentically myself, I've experienced a lot of things in my years. And believe me, if I allowed myself to go there or stayed in those moments when things were happening to me, then I wouldn't be able to be here today, because it's not happening. It already happened. So my condition happened to me last Saturday. Been in the hospital Sunday, got out one day today. It already happened. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all hear Ed say on our show, it only hurts once. Absolutely. It hurt when I'm damn. Okay, well, damn. Okay, now what you gonna do? Well, at some point, I'm going to stand the fuck up. At another point, I'm going to walk.
Damn it.
At another point, I'm going to keep thriving until I reach all the points that God said, because apparently he ain't through with my paraplegic self, as you call me sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for all the people that is going through that, and I got a blessing that said that, professionals say, oh, you would feel it again, you would get it again. Okay. But this what my therapy, what it's supposed to be, me and my partner, we back at each other, and I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. It's not easy because, as the person's friend or loved one who mess with you, they want the best care for you. They do. And you be like, damn, they're the professionals. We got everybody saying this shit. But when you go to a doctor and they can't give you an answer, you go, damn. Well, who else? Well, see, that's what I think everybody forget about. Same thing I tell you, Ed, about a mistake. Everybody forget that. You can make plans. You can say you're going to do all this. God laugh at all that shit. It was like I had all these plans, what I was going to do in the next 2 weeks. No, he said, no, I'm your ass finna be in the hospital, okay? You finna be away from everybody. There's going to be you, the TV, and some crazy-ass CNAs and nurses. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, your girl going to do a whole show on that.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole mess.
That's going to be when I can truly sip something besides tea. You heard? But it'll be more progress. But I like I said, you got to show up every day. You got to make it in your mindset that I can do it and I can make it. And that's what I believe and I know. And it don't always got to be protocol and about a book. All this shit ain't right all the time. Sometimes we got to go different places to see things. And let me tell you something. When you in someone's house, like I am, I'm in a place, but I don't know why God said that's where you need to be. But he already showing me different things. And you don't have the answer to everything. Stop looking for it. Don't even look for it. I stopped asking God why a long time ago. When this happened to me, my friend sitting right here, he was right with me when I say I don't think I ever asked you why it happened to me. Why do I need to ask why? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Was I stressed? Yes, guys, I was stressed. I work hard, but shit, ain't you stressed? Everybody's stressed. It doesn't matter. It happened. Now, what you gonna do now? So continue to challenge yourself to be a better you. This your girl, Kimmi Kim, letting you know that it's happened to me. It's happening for my growth, and it can happen to you too. Love yourself first. Put yourself first. Go in your mirror and tell yourself, we finna stop that bullshit today. Okay? And today and going forward, we gonna do shit that you like to do. It's all about you. It's all about you.
God says time to be still.
He mean be
Sit your
still.
butt down.
You ain't never lying, Nicole. When he said be still, I was driving so much, commuting so much, and having a headache and just kept thinking that pop ibuprofen, I'll be okay. I really did. I thought everything was gonna be straight. Never thought. No, that's how we do. We just keep it moving. Well, I'm Kim, so that's my initials. Keep it moving. But just because this happened doesn't mean I'm not gonna keep it moving. And that's why I showed up today. For anybody and everybody, let this be a blessing to you. If you're stressing about any goddamn thing, let it go. It ain't worth it. Stuff you can't control, stuff you can't fix, or you tired, then sit your ass down. It's okay. Believe me. Do you ever wonder when you start a job, they say you got 90 days to get benefits? Did you ever wonder if your mother or your father die, which the most important people in your life, they only give you 3 damn days unless you got some PTO days? How you gonna put 3 days on my mama? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna put 3 days on my dad? But that's that real shit. So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead. Don't put no limit, no days, no time, or nothing when you self-loving yourself. Just put your ass first and don't worry about shit else. Because it will be okay. We talk about stuff and rumors it be in the news. It be going on. We do. The next we don't even talk about that shit no more. When Janet Jackson and what is Justin Timberlake had that for the Super Bowl, it was the talk of the news. Now everybody talking about, Will slapping the shit out of Chris Rock. I can slap shit out of Ed and nobody ain't gonna say shit. It's just because that kind of shit been happening all the time. But it's how much those rumors is how much it keeps being circled. The same thing with thoughts in your mind. The same things with you keep saying. You keep thinking about something that happened. I don't want to be hurt no more. I done went through this, and you put this guard up and you put that guard up. Well, how God gonna get love in your life if you keep throwing guards up? So let whatever happen, let that lesson be learned, and then keep it moving. And you allow yourself to feel. Be 100% real with yourself. Don't be lying when you know you're lying. Don't be trying to say things is and they're not. You know what I'm saying? That's the best self-love you can give yourself. For real. Mhm. On that note, your girl needs a break. So we'll be back.
We're coming back or we stopping?
No, we coming back.
Okay.
We do breaks.
We'll holler back at you guys. We'll take that off. I don't know. We're gonna do a new live. We're doing Facebook. We're gonna do a new live on Facebook.
Yep.
And on your Facebook and on YouTube, we'll just take a break. We'll see you guys very shortly.
Yep.
Do you mind hitting finish for us, please?
Mm-hmm.
Finish button on there. We'll talk to you guys real soon.
Yep. We'll be back. See y'all shortly.
The bottom right, close to you.
Close to you. Boom. Yeah, there we go.
That's okay, guys.
Okay, so the reason why I'm saying it hurts
There we go. Boom. Can you guys hear us now? We're back live and on YouTube and Facebook on Kim's Facebook. So now we got.
Is that mine? That's my ginger ale. I love the love that he gives me. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
You have to do this. Back up. I'm saying really quick. Okay. I'm saying
I'm not saying nothing.
But you can say something crazy. Just so you know, Kim says all type of unrespectful stuff to people.
I do.
She talks about
That's
God and everybody else.
That's what he says. Yep. Mm-hmm. Everything he says is absolutely true. Facebook Live, we're back.
In the middle.
Yeah, so just sit down. No, it's not in the middle. I gotta lean. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay, we're finishing up Facebook, YouTube, Instant. Well, we're not on Instagram right now, but so listen, we're gonna finish up today. We're talking about our, I guess we're gonna call it what, triumph. And we're gonna be done with this for the day. But listen, make sure you like, subscribe, and share our channel. We got a couple videos to put out there that didn't go live, and we're gonna share with you guys. And what we're gonna be doing is basically documenting our process through as we go through this process. And Kim was stating, I'm going to talk on her behalf for a little bit, is that Kim has got, we don't really know if it's stress induced, but she has symptoms of she can't move her left side of her body. But the good thing about it is that she's moving her hands and feet a little bit. And it's slowly coming every day. We have no idea by it. She did all these tests. It's like very inconclusive. So it's nothing, we're praying and we're believing it's nothing really major or whatever. And she has some love and support here, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that, now hospital stay. We got a little something to say about y'all. I'm not going to put y'all on blast right now. That's Kimmy's story, but
not yet.
The hospital is going to get to business.
Not yet.
They're treating my friend like trash. But
definitely coming.
But other than that, therapy's going to go on really good. She's making some very strong progress. Working very hard. Her spirits have been very positive. She had a couple of little moments of I think it'd be overwhelming for anybody to try to deal with, like, what the fuck is going on with me?
Right.
Why can't I move this? Why can't I do that? Because Kimmi goes, like, we shouldn't believe. She travels. She's all over she's always traveling. She's always gone. So a person is constantly just on the move and on the go. That could be a little bit like, damn, what's going on? Because every week she travels. Come out and do the show. She travels about 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So to do our show, she travels 2.5 hours. In weeks prior, for the first couple months, we travel about an hour and a half to do the show. Now she's going 2 hours, 2.5 hours to travel to do the show, and that's just one way. So so we're gonna pray in her strength. We're gonna believe with her, rock with her, and roll with her. But we got a lot of love and support here, and we're gonna keep it moving. And but she's in good spirits. My job to her is like, I'm not gonna let her get a pass. I keep giving her a hard time, but it's all in fun. It's not to make her feel bad. It's to make her the same way I would do her any day. I abuse her regularly, so it's cool. He said he made the cut. Big Stan. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Stan.
So he made the cut. You in, brother? You in? What's good with it? What's good with it? So we're going to yes, she is. She's a very strong woman.
Thank you.
That's really dope. And we are doing everything we can to be positive and keep it moving the best way we possibly can. And we're going to keep moving. So anyway, guys, like, subscribe, and share. Please share this and follow us along our journey as we grow and we develop and we see what goes on with this. And we'll give her a hard time when it comes to therapy because she has to do therapy. She has to get therapized.
Now I gotta be therapized.
This is no bullshit. She does have to be therapized.
Whatever.
That's what we're going to do. So listen, like, subscribe, and share. Shared experience. We appreciate you guys following us and being patient with us, and rocking and rolling with us. We are building every week. We're learning new things. We're adding new things to our program,
Yeah.
new pieces and stuff like that. We were supposed to be in a different location today, so follow us over the next couple of weeks. We'll be out there. We'll see how we're in, and we'll be at E7 in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
Yes,
So,
we will.
We'll be at.
We will be there.
E7, and we're going to do, and this is going to be dope, and I got to get back in touch with Ann. Ann's a friend of mine. She owns Plus E7 in Midlothian. And we're going to go out there and we're going to do a live show.
Yep.
And Kim was going to tell, now I'm going to tell you something. Now I'm to my girl's horn. Now listen. Kim is the real deal in person. She's the real deal. If you come, you got to come correct. Number one. So we're going to talk about relationships and all the stuff we always talk about. She will put you on the spot. She will challenge you. If you talking shit, she gonna make you. So be ready for it. So we have that. We're gonna announce that show. It's gonna be a live show. We're gonna record it live. I don't know if we're gonna do it live, but we're gonna perform it live.
But I'm gonna walk in there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk.
So that's not gonna be a problem. We're gonna definitely walk in there.
And we're gonna film it all when I'm walking again. Right. But I appreciate the love and support that everybody have sent me. I wanted to make sure that I do say that this is not easy to be on this platform in the way that I am right now, but it's not. I like to think a lot of times things happen to us. It's not about us. It's about someone else. So if people can swim and you only got one leg, then Kim gonna walk again. That's for sure. And I'm gonna be able to move again and do what I'm supposed to do. But God ain't through with me yet. And for everybody, I pray to God that I can be a blessing, and who I've already been told that I'm a blessing to. I thank you. And thank you for the support. That's what helps me get through every day. Right. But to my partner, I just want to say I love you, Ed. I appreciate all the love. You being there by my side. I love you, Aji, for being there by my side. I can't imagine what it would be like without them. So with that said, we will be doing another segment. We finna get off Facebook Live, but as you know, we are on YouTube. Come over there where we at, and Instagram. And we got a whole nother segment we're about to talk about in just 5 minutes. So for all our followers that's on right now, I'll see you there.
Thank you, Big Stan. I appreciate you guys. Listen, we love you guys. We like you. We love you. One more of you. And as I always say, it's been real. It's been fun. And when I got my partner on my side, it's always, even in this state, always real motherfucking fun. And we gonna get it cracking. Listen, like, subscribe, and share. Send our stuff out there. Let everybody know we get down. Good Lord. Okay. So holler back at y'all. And follow us on Instagram. If you don't know, we're on Mitchell&Mitchell, Sip&Spill on Instagram too. We will be going to Instagram Live in the next few minutes.
Yep.
So that's
and YouTube. We'll come back. It's a different segment.
So we do a segment on YouTube and Instagram.
Yep.
As my partner calls it, Instantgram. So holler back.
It's Instagram.
Yes. So you want to go on Instant. So like instant grits. Okay, guys. Holler back.